everyone, and thank you so much for coming to my talk today. I welcome you all. Today, I'd be talking about women as developer advocate, and the reason I wish to speak on this topic here today is to create more awareness for women in tech to join and take this up as a career because it's awesome. So I'd like to get started with the rest of the slides. So the first question is, who am I? So about me, I'm Sohini and I'm from India. I work as a developer advocate at Intendo, and here I am into the application composition platform, and I'm into more of modular applications where I'm trying to create a community where people can come and use modular applications because that's the future. And they can do that using the application composition platform. Well, I'll hold on there because it's a lot, and I'll just give a little sneak peek of that by the end of my presentation today. Yeah, and before I joined Intando, I have also been a developer advocate at Dabble Lab for a year, and in there I had evangelized a lot of NLP stuff, mostly into Alexa skill development. Um, I've built Alexa skill templates, a lot of them, and I have so those are typically Alexa skill templates that can help people watch a video, watch, like play a quiz game or stuff like that. And I have evangelized them mostly through video tutorials and live streams. Yeah, and about me, a little more about me. I was also an Alexa student influencer. So my work there was to create high and custom quality Alexa skills for people to learn more about it and to create an awareness. So for me, it's been 3 years. I have been into tech, and I have done all of these. And I started my career in tech with my internships at American Express. So yeah, that's a little about me. I think I just said a lot about me, but anyway, now I'm gonna go ahead and talk about developer advocacy. So the question is, what is developer advocacy? Um, a developer advocate's role or developer advocacy typically means creating content with your own creativity, finding and exploring the best content. We, of course, don't know if that is best, but we, of course, know what other people want to learn in their community. Or we, of course, know that, oh, this is important, this is new, and we should put it out in the community. So, it's like researching all of this stuff and then either presenting it in terms of video tutorials or written tutorials and then evangelizing them, meaning market them in your creative way, just putting out your awesome blogs, putting out your awesome video tutorials, being there in the live streams, and speaking at conferences. So that is what developer advocacy typically means. Well, that was just an overview. Now, how to be a developer advocate? Well, it's not too hard. You just need to know one thing before you actually go ahead. I think this is pretty important for any role that you wish to pursue, is to know that very well, to know that role very well. You need to know what is the exact meaning of this role. And as I said, who is a developer advocate? So now you know who is a developer advocate. And now you need to think, if you are that person who loves to help people using your learnings, your expertise. Well, we are not experts. I'm not an expert in everything. I cannot say I know everything, but I know I tried something, I worked on it, and I think it can help someone. And I put it out. And then someone likes it, someone works on it, someone uses it. That makes me feel happy. So if I am that person who wishes to be someone, who likes other people to be helped by what I'm creating or developing, then I can be a developer advocate. So I am one, of course. Now, the question is how to be one, as I said. So the first thing is very important, as I said. Now, the second thing is your engineering experience. You need to have some experience before you actually go ahead and apply for jobs or for roles. What are those? So, in terms of engineering experience, of course, after getting out of our school, we go into engineering schools or colleges where we start learning from our first year. And if you haven't, there is still time. If you're a student, start learning from your first year because, life is too short and we need to utilize all the time that we have. So, your first year is very important and all the years are important. So start learning, get into stuff, start learning, building, creating stuff. And not only that, make sure that you put out all your learnings on the web. And then if you are in a phase where you're doing your internship, it's awesome. That will be useful because actually when we start doing internships, we get a hang of what happens in the industries out there. What happens in the IT industries, how people work, how the applications, the frameworks, the libraries, and everything work, and how you write code in them. So that adds to your resume if you're trying to pursue developer advocacy. And of course, after you finish your university, if you're into full-time roles, it's awesome. Then that adds more because you have experience, proper experience as a professional in IT. You could be a software engineer, you could be anything. So yeah. And then I think blogs for written tutorials. So as I said, whatever you're learning, share it in the format of blogs. Even if you're in an internship or even if you're in a full-time role, find some time, write a blog. It doesn't has to be something new, brand new, but you know what happens with engineers? The mostly searched stuff out there is how to solve a problem. And I think as engineers, our job day to day involves solving problems. We are always stuck. There's a bug here, a bug there. So maybe you write a blog about how you solve that bug, and you never know. Sometimes they just become massive. People just follow that a lot. So do that. Blogs are important. And then community around your expertise. Create a community around your expertise. Bring people, get yourself to an attention where people take a look at your blogs, at your stuff, where people are constantly following you for the content you're creating. That is creating a community around your expertise. Then you've got video tutorials, which is again important. So, you're creating blogs, right? Maybe you can have a YouTube channel where you can create video tutorials for those blogs because sometimes people prefer to take a look at video tutorials more than blogs. So you can do that. Now, why did I say all of this? Because these are the points that are going to get your resume through the recruitment process. So if you have already excelled these, then your recruiter's gonna think, oh, this is the person he has or she has already written blogs, done video tutorials, and I think they could be a good fit to be in our company because they'll do the same. And we have seen their proficiency in written stuff, in presentation stuff, in all these things, all the things that I've written, how much they're good in building a community, how much people know them, want them, because these are the traits which companies typically look when they want to hire developer advocates. So make sure that you nail these. And last but not least, online presence. It's very important. Why developer advocates are important? Because we think they are ones who can reach out to people and to whom people can reach out to easily. So if you don't have an online presence, it's hard. So you should take part in that. You should start today. Start creating your own online presence by sharing useful tips, useful ideas, useful commands that you've used, and of course, the stuff that you're building, sharing those in your social profiles. So we all do a lot of Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. So how about we just actually utilize it for sharing the stuff that we're doing? because it feels so good. So, and it will get you through. So, yeah. Now, why should you be a developer advocate? You might be thinking, oh, these are good, but why should I be one? Of course, there are perks. Sometimes it's not important to only have the benefits of course, money or insurance or stuff. Sometimes it feels so good to be a leader. Now, what do I mean when I say leader? Leader means someone who's leading, who's excelling. Now, typically companies have 2 to 3 developer advocates, typically. Admin, one, at max, three, maybe, or two. And what happens is you are the face of the product or application or framework. When I mean face, I mean, so your company, let's say your company is building a product or an application or a framework that it wants other people to know about. So is everybody in your company going to come up and are they going to speak about it, or is it just you? Of course it's you. So you are the person who is creating those code samples, code examples, all this stuff, and bringing out on in front of your community, in front of people. So you are the face. You know how? Because when people start coming to your YouTube channel or your company's blog page, they keep saying that, oh, this is the author and this is the person who is doing the video. And they have this naturally in their head, oh, this is the person. We should reach out to them. And then people start communicating with you. It feels good. It makes me feel good. So if you are someone who really thinks that this can make you feel good, then this is the right job for you. And then, of course, happiness and helping people. Sometimes when you're working on something and you just learn about something absolutely interesting, what is the first thing you do? You just go and tell your friend. But why you do that? It makes you happy. So if you want to do that, and if you want more people to know about it, then this is the right path. And of course, there is self-growth. There is so much of learning and so much to evangelizing. Every time you're learning, you're constantly learning, because of course, as I said, I'm not an expert in everything, and of course, whatever I'm putting out, it's for people. They don't know about it. That is why I'm here, to learn and share so that they can know about it. So to me, I'm learning and I'm evangelizing, I'm sharing. So yeah, these are reasons you should be a developer advocate. Now I'm going to share my journey as a developer advocate. So my journey has been something like, so when I started as an intern when I was in the third year, when I was in the second year of my university, of my college, of my engineering school. And I did my internship at American Express. And in there, I worked in projects. And again, I did another internship when I was in my third year, again at American Express. And I also worked in projects. But back then, I was like, yeah, it's interesting to work in a project, but I would like to share this more with people. I want more people to come and see, to come and learn what I'm doing. So that's why then I started looking for jobs where I thought like I am, like where I can do it actually. And then I got an opportunity from Dabble Lab. So Dabble Lab was looking for a developer advocate who can start working on Alexa skill templates, building more templates for people, and they can come and learn about this. So I joined Dabble Lab, and it was absolutely interesting for me because back then I just wrote some of the blogs out there. I didn't have more videos in my YouTube channel. I just wrote blogs, and they were very much interested in that. They gave me this role, so it was pretty new to me, and I was like, how am I going to do? Because I don't have any experience as a developer advocate. But then it went interesting because I started with live streams, I started with videos, and I started seeing that people are really liking it. They are really interested, and they were getting in touch with me to know, oh, hey, how you did that. I made mistakes, of course. There were sessions where either my stream would make some problem, or there were sessions where my code wouldn't work. It was challenging sometimes, and there were times when I was building a template and the template wasn't working right, so it was difficult for me. But you just need to have confidence. You just need to believe that we are just trying to do better every day. So it was interesting for me. And then after doing a little bit of Alexa and all of the Alexa skill development and stuff, I got in touch with Nintendo where they wanted me to be a developer advocate for the application composition platform that they were building, where you can build modular applications, where you can build many micro frontends, many microservices. So yeah, and I just felt like that would be a good switch to my career, to my tech expertise, and I thought like I should go there and just try something new. And so then I joined Nintendo. So it's just been 3 months so far, and I'm really liking it here. So I'm going to talk about my day to day, about what I do in my day to day life. So yeah, I think my day to day life involves the most, I mean, most part of it involves into researching, into exploring about what people already know, what is going out there, what they want to learn about, um, and finding out what I am doing and how I can make a mix of it, of what they're searching. I try to create content. And of course, we need to find out. So in my company, our product is the application composition platform where you can create, curate, compose, and consume certain applications. So where you can build your own micro frontends, you can build your own microservices and create a modular application. And it's on top of the application composition platform. So my role involves how I can put that to people's heads, how I can put that to people's, insights, and all of these stuff. So to me, it's sometimes it becomes difficult because this isn't something that's very common. This is something that is pretty new, and this is something that Gartner defined it, and Gartner also said that by 2026, this will be the new future because developers are going to change the way of building stuff that what they're doing right now. So yeah, so for me, it's like, how do I get more people to know more about it? So I write code. I write code that involves integrations with other external applications, external frameworks, and I try to put that in the format of a blog. I try to put that in the format of video tutorials, and I try to put that in the format of live streams. And of course, I spend time in going to other communities and talking in there. So all of these involves in there. And I think I spoke about application composition platform. So a little bit more, as I said in the beginning, that I will explain a little about my work so that this might interest you. That's my expectation. So in the application composition platform, we can build components and business capabilities. Components could be something like micro frontends, microservices, page templates, content, data widgets, or UI or UX elements. So these are something that we typically call components. So in one page that you're building, you can have a logo you can have a form that is built on top of React. You can have a login component that's built on top of Vue.js. So it's like composing different kinds of applications in one page or using many microservices in it and creating a modular application on top of the application composition platform. Whereas business capabilities are software components that presents a well-defined business capability. So yeah, like I will not dive more deeper into it. This was just a basic definition of it. So this is what we have been doing. And so yeah, as I said, like I have to be very creative. I have to create and develop useful content for the community. I have to then try to make it engaging so that people try to take a look at it. People try to engage themselves within those conversations so that people jump into our communities, people jump into our discords, and they take a look at the blogs and videos, the podcasts, the live streams that we're doing or we're building. So evangelizing is one of the toughest part, because we're just growing, and we need more people to come and be aware of what we're doing. So that is a bit tough, becomes challenging sometimes, but of course it's interesting because this is the role I love the most. Being a dev advocate. And of course, there are challenges, ups and downs, but it's always up to us about how we're going to imagine uh, whether we're going to make it interesting or not. And then I also go and speak over in different communities. And yeah, so that's my day-to-day life. So I think I answered this because it might come to your head like, if I pursued this, then what could be my day-to-day life roles or responsibilities? Now, I just want to say something why I chose the topic to be women as developer advocates, because there are many developer advocates, but there are not many women developer advocates. And this is the time you should take your first step to being one, because I'm sure you could be someone like I told before who a developer advocate is. You could be someone who likes to be with people to share their work that they're doing. So just be that person, because we need more women developers and more women developer advocates like you. And there are not many in tech who are women developer advocates. I have seen some, but I wish to see more. That's my wish. That's my desire. And that's the reason I chose this topic, because I wanted to motivate you to be one. You can be a great developer advocate. So I want to have a little message to you on this day. Start today, start writing, start creating tutorials, concepts, and ideas to help people learn what you learned and what you know. Be a developer advocate and help someone be one. You're strong, you're knowledgeable, and you can definitely be an awesome developer advocate. So yeah, I hope that I could give a little bit of message and motivation to you to get started on this journey. And doesn't matter. Also, this is very important. Doesn't matter if you've been in tech for years as a software developer or senior software developer or anything else. You know, to be a developer advocate, you just don't need any specific expertise. You just need to have a few traits. Your traits make you a developer advocate. So even if you have been in SD or anything for years, that's going to add to your experience. So that will never stop you from being one. So yeah, and I would like to say that I am available at Twitter as the Sohini, and I'm also available at LinkedIn. This you can find me with this name, and this is my email. Just in case if you are interested to collaborate or if you're interested to do business, of course, send an email here. And if there is anything that my company can help you with, composable applications, modularity, or anything like that, then do reach out. And yeah, well, that's a little about me, and I hope that all that I shared today was useful. If you have any ideas, thoughts, or any comments that you want to share, you can share that with me over all these social media, and I hope I helped. That's all from my side. Thank you so much, and bye.